Welcome to the Quick Check webinar number 1 of the Quick Check training webinar series. Each webinar should last from 5 to 10 minutes long. This webinar will cover how to log in to Quick Check and how to check members in at the front desk. After you have installed Quick Check, you will have a Quick Check icon on your desktop. Double-click and that will take you to the login screen. Click on the login button to log in. If you are in demo data, you will see a message that says, enter demo for username, no password required. There are two data sets that come with Quick Check, demo data and your data. Once you are in your data, that will be live data where you can enter members into your system. Demo data consists of 18 fake members that you can use to learn how to use the software. To log in, we're going to enter demo as the username and click OK, and that takes us to the next screen where the next menu has an option that starts with Quick Check, Quick Sales, Reports, Setup, Log Out, and Exit and Cancel. For now, we will click on Quick Check. If you need to view this video in full screen, you can press Alt-Enter on your keyboard if you're viewing in Windows Media Player, or you can double-click in the middle of your screen, and that should turn it to full screen viewing. After Quick Check is loaded, you will see 5 modular icons in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Click on Check-in to enter the Check-in module. Normally, you will start out on the Activities tab. This is where you will begin your check-in process. The Activities tab on the left shows all the activities at your facility. If you are searching for a member, there are 3 ways to locate a member. We can scan in a member with a barcoded key tag. When the member scans in, their photo comes up on the right side of the screen, some member information in the middle, and you can see activities that they have access to on the left side of the screen. Carol O'Toole is red, and in the red bar it does state why she is red. Her account balance is too old. I'm going to cancel Carol off the screen. So scanning is the first way to check in a member. The second way to check in a member or locate a member is by typing in their member number. If I press the number 5 on the keyboard, in the top right you will see it pop up on the screen, and if you press enter on your keyboard, it will locate that particular member. Here we are looking at Judy Clark, who also has a member account balance too old message. We're going to cancel Judy off the screen. The third way to locate a member is by clicking the Find button in the top left. Whatever column is highlighted at the top of the screen, that is the field you are searching by. So right now we are searching by last name. You can search by first name by clicking on first name, member number, or barcode. For now we're going to search by last name. If I type in the first few letters of someone's last name, it should go down to that name, and you can use your arrows to go down further or up, or press enter once you locate that record, and that pulls up Jessica Baldwin. To check a member in, what we are doing right now is a manual check-in, not an unattended check-in. We'll get to that in just a moment. A manual check-in means you pull the person up on the screen, their photo shows on the right. On the left, you will select what activity they're checking in for. Today, let's say she's checking in for spinning. At the top of the screen, click the check-in button. You will hear a double beep, and that signifies that the person has now been checked in. Some of the buttons that are on the screen. If you click on the History button in the top left, you will see all of the check-ins for today. And we can see Jessica checked in twice today. The Recheck button pulls up the last person you checked in. That pulls up Jessica, being she was the last person we did check in. While viewing that member, on the right side of the screen there's a series of buttons underneath their photo. The Visits icon will list all of the visits this member has ever had at your facility. Should be in date-time order. The Add-ons button will list any add-ons that may be on this member's membership. For instance, if they were on a couple membership or family membership. Jessica has no add-ons. The Notes button allows you to enter notes for this particular member. If you click the Insert Time button, it will timestamp today's date and time and the employee's first and last name on the note, and then you can enter the note onto the screen and click Save. This is a test. The photo button allows you to take a photo of the member if their photo is not in your system. Click on the Take Picture button, and when you are ready to save, you can click Save. You can retake the picture as many times as you want, and when you have the correct picture, you can click Save, and that will be saved onto that member's record. So what we have covered so far is how to manually check in a member. You will find the member and then select the activity that they are checking in for on the left. For Jessica, let's do one more check-in, and she's going to check in for a half-hour personal training session. You can see she has a count of 20. I'm going to select PT30 and click Check-in. It will prompt for which trainer she is checking in with or going to train with today. Let's say Mike Kramer. If we do a recheck, we can see that she will come back up with a count of 19. Quick Check has removed one session from her count of personal training sessions. Let's go ahead and cancel her off the screen. One of the other more advanced features of the check-in screen is the auto check-in feature. Auto check-in is located in the bottom left of your screen. When you are on auto check-in, that means you are beginning the unattended check-in feature at your front desk. You can now walk away from your front desk and speak with your customers, handle transactions. Your members can scan in on their own using a barcoded key tag. All members will show up in the hold bin on the left side of the screen. So when you walk away from the computer, members will check in. They will be listed on the left. And when you come back to the computer, you can see small pictures of the members that have scanned in while you were away. Let's scan into members right now. That was Carol O'Toole. She is red. And then there's Michael Gates. He is green. If you need to see why a member is red, you can always click on their photo in the hold bin, which pulls them out of the hold bin onto the right side of the screen, and in the red bar you will normally see why that member is red. I'm going to place Carol back into the hold bin. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you empty your hold bin. Members are not checked in and their history is not written until you empty the hold bin. So at the end of the day or at the end of your shift, in the bottom left of the screen you have a green check mark and a red check mark. The green check mark empties out only green members. The red check mark will empty out all members. Some managers like to use the green check mark so that only red members remain in the hold bin, and then they can research why that particular member was red. Later on, you can click your red check mark to empty that hold bin once again. There are 4 different colors that you may come across in Quick Check. Green, of course, the member is allowed in. Red, the member is not allowed in. Yellow means the member has a message. And blue comes up the day before, day of, and day after their birthday, and it says happy birthday. Some reports that you might use for your check-in or attendance history would be under the toolbox. You would click Reports. Toolbox in the top right, then click Reports. On the Reports screen, the first tab shows check-in history and attendance reports. 2 reports I want to touch on today will be the Daily Usage Report, which basically lists everyone that checked in within the date range you specify. And I'm just going to backdate it a year so we get plenty of information. When I maximize that report, I can see the club name at the top, Daily Usage Report, the dates on that report, and all the members that checked in within that date range. One other good report is the Weekly Usage Report. This report will break down on a weekly basis how many people checked in within the date range you specified. And it will break it down by activity, and you will see how many people checked in for that particular activity for every day of the week, and totals to the right and at the bottom. You will also see a breakdown of the members' categories and subcategories, so how many family members checked in, how many individual members, and so on depending upon the categories at your facility. Down at the bottom you will see check-ins broken down by each hour of the day, so you can see your busy times and your slow times, good for gauging staffing of your facility. That's about it for the check-in screen. Our next module will cover entering employees into the system, and it will rehash check-in, and then we will touch on the point of sale screen where your members make purchases at your facility. Thank you for viewing. Have a great day.